Welcome back to ECS, and we are in Santa Monica, although it very much looks like London the way the weather is. The weather absolutely sucks. It's been raining all day. I think it might have stopped for the time being, although no, it is definitely still raining outside. Fair enough. Miserable outside, but it's glorious inside. I've got a package from Launders. We're here for the North American Counter-Strike, but first I'm gonna knife my package.
Case opening stream.
Yeah. I've got a box here as well. I've got all kinds of stuff going on. We do have Counter-Strike to be played today. We've got 2 more matches for you of North American Counter-Strike, but we'll come to that in a second. Let's see what's in the red package.
Very interesting technique.
I was going to say, the way you use the knife is really just
scary.
It makes me anxious. It's like, it just doesn't make sense.
If you guys need me to open something for you, just let me know. Who has the red dots? Is your I was going to say your brand is red, but your keycap is red.
Your keycap is red, James.
Ooh, there's a little thing. Thank you, James. Oh, that's nice. Is there money in here?
I would open that. There's probably something. Taylor and his wife always like to
a nice little
personalize all the packages.
There we go. Where's the Haribo, man? Normally you get little Haribo of things.
Is that a candy?
Yeah. What?
It's like little stickers.
No. You have. He doesn't know what Haribo is.
You don't know what Haribo is?
Japanese.
Oh my god.
That has to be a troll. He's 100%.
Dude, we got all kinds of like little boxer stickers and stuff. That's nice. I'm gonna put these here.
We're gonna put them.
You don't know what Haribo is?
Oh,
You're lying.
I think
You're lying.
I've eaten a Haribo before.
Ooh, wow! There's all kinds of stuff in here.
Oh,
is this sort of Korean style or what?
Oh, this is my keycap.
Japanese.
Japanese.
Oh, my keycap's in here.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I got my keycap bit. Oh, no, I can't say it.
He's excited.
Okay, cool. So we got a little boxer beanie. Oh crap! It's all falling everywhere. What is this? Is it t-shirt?
T-shirt.
Nice. Got a boxer t-shirt. Yeah, boy.
Where's the boxer dressing
Full
gown?
sellout mode. What is this? Oh, you got this is boxer gear. It's a little anime thing.
Yep.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I can wear this.
You can, yeah.
Anime profile pic.
It's a joke, James.
It's a joke, yes.
Very much
You wear it. You can wear it ironically or unironically.
Exactly.
I'm just being honest with you. I think you should just put it back in your stock. I like the black one as well.
It's very rude, James.
I'll think about this. I appreciate the
I'm sure you have
like
Twitter followers.
Me out. I've never been given this much stuff by someone before.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. Thank you,
sad
guys.
Christmases
Where's my keycap gone?
in your face.
Oh, my Rama. Let me just put this over here. All right.
Is it just one?
Don't touch that. It's mine.
One keycap.
Yeah.
Don't you need many
It's
more?
It's a novelty keycap.
That's a $60 keycap.
$60.
$60.
Yeah, $60.
$60. We sold out in 4 minutes.
Boom!
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
In the meantime, shop.csgoleague.com. You can buy some stuff from there. All that stuff. I'm supposed to say that right. That's what I'm supposed to say? Okay, great. All right, and now...
James is all about the capitalism, man. Just always buying stuff, opening stuff.
What have we got?
Show and tell.
So, I already have these shoes, but there were only 4 left in the aftermarket. So, no, don't go to... Oh, my God!
So,
I can't believe you've done this.
That was great.
I love that.
Oh, that's
love
awesome.
everything about that.
That's pretty good.
Wrecked.
Oh, it's got bodied.
I'm actually really happy about that.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked.
Oh, man.
I somehow slightly resent that this show is just a glorified James Bardolph show and tell.
It
This
makes
is mostly. You should do a that should just be a separate show in of itself. I'd watch it. It's just you in the room, James.
I guess we might as well talk about the Counter-Strike then. Eunited will be starting on Cash versus the likes of Luminosity. And Cello is not going to have a great start in the pistol round. Neither will Dazzle, both getting taken out. Always like seeing some Luminosity. Saw some Eunited recently, and I've seen good things from them. Relic's looking for the flank and taking it down, leaving PKL and Neckers alone as the last 2 men standing here trying to defend this bomb site. Neckers doing the best he can, running out of bullets though. Now it's down to PKL, and he will not last very long at all.
That's a great retake. Sharp shooting.
Mo, would you watch a show which is just James Bardolph in a room with 10 boxes and he doesn't know what's in the boxes? And the premise is that he just opens the boxes.
Of course. You know what I think would have been funny was at the summit when they did the players eating American snacks. I feel like you would have been perfect for that.
Yeah,
actually, you too. Both of you would have been really funny.
We did our own like Swedish version of that at one point. It didn't go very well. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
I was disgusted.
Although we didn't go all the way.
No.
We didn't. Oh, there's one jar or tin rather,
surströmming
of Swedish stuff, which is
that's the fish, right?
hell on earth.
Yeah, the rotting herring, I think. Is it herring?
Whatever it is.
It's rotting.
The Vegemite of Sweden.
Not quite.
No?
Well, Luminosity on the pistols. They, of course, did not have the best success in the previous round. Ooh, that's good damage. If we consider that they're getting AKs in the following round, that is good damage. Any damage here would be pretty impactful on the following rounds. So Eunited must be cautious. Going for the picks again. Yell will fail. The Deagles are now reduced to 1. Snack is now none.
In other news, Taco has announced his departure from SK. Seems obviously there are rumors of like Simple joining, which some people say is a done deal, but Taco mentions that he put a statement out saying that there was too much pressure.
But didn't Simple just like very recently sign like a 2-year contract with Na'Vi or something like that?
Maybe.
I mean,
I think so.
You can be bought out.
There's a Twitter photo of him doing the paperwork.
Yeah, yeah. So that, my goodness, what would his buyout be?
This is just absolutely crazy. It is the his top 10 anime crossovers. Never seen before.
I don't know anything. You haven't seen Fist of the North Star, have you?
No, we talked about this.
Yeah, you need to do that. You need to get on that. Eunited on the buy round on their CT side have lost Dazzle early, a minute 30 on the clock for Luminosity to capitalize on their advantages. The advantage they have here. The man advantage, although Eunited, we can see, have tried to take that away by putting that deep smoke in towards the B bomb site. There is the player in the sunroom, taking the raise in. Hope he's got his sun block on.
The aggressive smoke be made, one of my favorites. Whether you use it or not, it's extremely annoying as a T because you feel like you cannot just give up all this map control and think we're running into an A stack. But Luminosity have decided that they don't want to spend too much time looking around since they've gotten that opening kill already. Relic's in a aggressive position at Fork. No teammates at mid though. It's going to put a lot of strain on this hold.
Very nice line up there. Relics, he's going to get so much damage, they can't do anything against the forklift position. He's got good support as well. This is not going well for Luminosity. Can they save it though? They do have 2 players alive. They're starting to make some ground. But the thing is that all the CTs are ready. And PKL is stuck and now dead. Pretty basic round, not working out.
Relics has had an absolutely monstrous performance in ECS so far. In these last couple of matches and that round as well. That was a well-timed peak. Obviously, a Molly would have worked wonders here for Forklift. I didn't anticipate anybody playing that aggressively.
Yeah, that's what seemed kind of surprising. It did feel like they just sort of just slowly edged out and didn't really have much in preparation for the defense.
What?
That's how you Molly boost. Whoa!
Love to see that.
I've never seen boost mollied like that before.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah. Doesn't seem too precise either.
Yeah, although I feel like you would normally have already thrown it by the time he's running to collide with the fence. So it might be somewhat redundant or even bad depending on spawns. Luminosity getting picked off. When was the last time you picked a scab off your knee?
Back to this again. You love this topic, James.
I do love it.
It always comes back to this.
When I was a teenager,
like 20
I would
years
always be
ago.
falling over from like playing football and stuff. The thing is, we live in central London, right? A lot of places we played football were just concrete pitches, none of this grass nonsense. So just always had you know, bloody knees, bloody elbows, etc. So sometimes you get a big old scab and it would be kind of moist and stuff, and you just pick at it. Sometimes like the flesh hanging off and stuff.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, 4-0 for Eunited. Luminosity on the AKs once again. Yell being careful in case there are CTs behind that smoke. I'm happy that we have detonated a smoke grenade, and that the fire brigade came by accident. That was a genuine accident, but they were happy to be out. It was great for them.
Were they happy though?
Yeah, it was like,
because in my experience,
they're like,
they're never happy.
The guys said like it was all right, like, you know, You got to go out rather than sit indoors all day. So not bad.
Well, we'll go back to this. Relix starts things off well. I do recall Relix, his AWP play yesterday was really good on Cobblestone, which was very cool to see. Versatile. Ace, of course, on that main AWP. That gets out-peaked by Showtime. That's really important, and I like that Luminosity are quickly gaining control of checkers, and you can Molotov the site very effectively there. They force boost onto the bomb crate there, and that's not going to work out too well for him in the elevated position, and the bomb site is now the property of the Brazilians.
Dazzle does his best to try and get through that vent position and survive, but he just can't do it. 2 versus 4, and it's moonwalking time. United moving away. They've done all they can do on this occasion, and they will save their money, save their guns for a buy in the future. Their money's not spectacular even. So really, these 2 saved weapons will fill the gaps. But if Luminosity can break them in the next round, then perhaps the comeback is on, and even beyond that.
It's a very legitimate round from Luminosity. Took their map control, got their opening kill safely, worked their way into checkers, called out Moose's position with the late Molotov, and even though he was prepared and knew what was coming through his smoke down, he was kind of trapped, so it's a solid peak from Showtime. Didn't take a point of damage.
I really like that just Luminosity, after getting that pick, they're very decisive. They got the pick and then they immediately moved into checkers, took that portion of map control, because they didn't really have much in the way of map control otherwise, and some teams are very slow to react to picks like that. And then off of the checkers control, you can formulate a nice side attack. So it just ended up working out very well, and credit to the decisiveness. Nicely done again. Showtime winning that pick battle on B storage again. This is a really big deal if he's consistently able to do this.
Is that for sandbags? Normally you see the Molotov thrown to the vent from there. Not often you see it towards the sandbags, but it is a position where they are less exposed.
Always good to, never hurts to have lineups for even the simplest things, just to make sure.
This is like a really cool point of the round, because Luminosity have gained as much map control as they safely can. And so now the question is, do they split A or split B? The bomb is still down, so the decision, like they've run the default now. Now you don't want to get caught by the regression into mid. This is like a great move for United. They'll push back in and clear out everybody. Luminosity perhaps waited for too long.
One CT around the... Oh my god, Cello, that was nasty stuff. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Dazzle around the site, but in the red. Cello is alone, trying to create space for himself, looking for somebody to frag. It'll be Relix to put him out of his misery, save him from the flames.
That was so good. That re-aggression towards mid, it seemed like Luminosity were getting a lot of that rounds. And even after this call-out as well. Great initial flashes, support for each other. Wow, that was nice from Dazzle.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, again, like why I wanted to really see how Luminosity would respond once they get the full map control, because you see a lot of teams make the mistake where they'll start peeking in towards like the quad position, and it's a very unfavorable draw. You don't have to do it. You can just, there's lots of other ways to play that position. You can do top highway smoke. Oh, that's a nice double nade.
They're lining everything up.
Yeah.
That was glorious. I forgot to learn that lineup. I need to make a note of that right now. Sandbag Molotov once again. Dazzle pre-firing in case there's a pop flash and a fade into mid, and there is. And Ekans gets something out of it as well. But Dazzle has to give it up. There is a second player in that mid position now for the tease.
I'd love to see more like highway smokes combined with mid takes, because it's so powerful. Like it creates so much. Like, there's no way for the CTs to have any clue what you're doing. Yeah,
but rather than highway, you can actually do the smoke, the post-plant smoke that the T's throw between the red box and the wall as well. You can throw that from the van position, as Apex does for Australis when they execute. So you see that Ace is around that quad position of the AWP, focus on main, but he could focus in the other direction. So it gives you room to move forward and deny some information at the same time. Do they have information on the bomb? 2 players left for Luminosity. It's a difficult advance to this A side, so they will be taken out by Dazzle and Ace.
Looking very sharp. It always sucks when you're going for just the shoulder peek or the bait to bait the shot out and you still get killed. And that's clearly what he was trying to do to Ace, who was too fast. Great couple of grenades.
They are looking really good right now. Like, very, very good. And one of the things about that, like, I think that rounds, again, where Luminosity did have, like, the full map control, where they did that very well-timed re-aggression into mid, was really cool, because that wasn't just one player saying, flash me in. That was a concerted effort from 2 or 3 players. That was, which means that it's something that they, as a team, have, like, that's a setup they've talked about, and something that they think about as a team. So, really impressive so far.
Nice, 50k. Fraser. 50,000 FACEIT points.
Cash.
I got a FACEIT. $2,000 per person for Luminosity. This round's gonna suck. See if they invest in anything. P250's been picked up. Yell willing to go down to $1,600. He's the sniper. Very interesting times indeed.
We should play the FACEIT theme more often. And by more often, I mean more than none.
I think you should sing it.
No, I will refrain from that. Can't do it justice, man.
I'll be honest, it is for the best. That you don't do that. No offense.
Most people don't even know we have a theme song.
I didn't know you had a theme song
at
ECS.
Yeah. Not for ECS, but for
FACEIT.
Yeah. Oh, you can make an ECS rap, James. That could be.
I'll make an ECS song right now.
Brace yourselves.
Wait. Which one's the low one? Okay. ECS. There you go. Boom. Easy.
That was pretty lame. What if they play? Are you gonna play the major in front of the crowd? ECS.
But you have to mess it up though.
You're just mad because I don't like your anime T-shirt.
No, you like it. I'm just mad you're lying about it.
Not bad. Not bad response, Mohan. Or should I call you Paul? Luminosity trying to get anything out of this. This is the driest lemon, but they're still trying to squeeze. Moving into B now. Go on, Daniel. Please go ahead.
Well, okay then. Well, everyone's dead, James, and
well done, Dan.
That was great.
Well done.
They ran in with Glocks. Glocks are worse than AKs, and then they died.
Quick maths.
Yeah. And there it is. It's over. Eunited looking really scary at the moment. You have to give them a lot of credit. Like, there's clearly a lot of work that's been put into their CT sides, which is being backed up with some solid individual level. And Luminosity, I mean, they've been running some good rounds. I mean, they've been creating opportunities. The one round that they did get was, like, the round didn't go too well. Showtime was able to get a pick towards B, which that is not just one round in which he's done that. Showtime has been winning B storage, like, more than once. And still Luminosity have been struggling to take the round. So Eunited showing a good defense here, and we may get even more of a play towards B here. Yell's going to reinforce this. And if he can get into checkers, that would be fantastic. If he can win checkers, that would be even better. But look at this setup. This is quite the setup. This bait setup is really cool.
That's how you appear to be on fire, but he refuses to leave the vent. He'll go into the mid position, so he can pop back into the vent should it be required. If he went into B, it'd be harder to get back into the vent. It would require 2 people, of course.
Yeah, it's a big decision to make whether or not you want to fall out of the vent. Even after you smoke it, if you have the smoke, it's perfect. But since mid was smoked, that helped them a lot. So if Luminosity want to come back to mid, they've still got 2 here. And if they want to go to B, they've got a fast rotate. Limits the options quite severely.
So now we've got Luminosity making the call to go towards the B site. And still, there is one player undiscovered. Is that Relics? In that? No, it's Moose. It's Moose.
It's the man they call
Mooser 98.
Mooser 98, like Con 97. We got Mooser 98. Oh. Only good for the 1 kill though. On this occasion, 3 on 3, and we've got all three CTs in the mid position. If they all try to make their way into mid with no flash, that's gonna suck. Cherry's got 11 HP, and that might be the difference maker. Dazzle manages to make it work this time. Same position as they tried to stop him last time. but this time they won't. But Showtime's here as well. The barrel of the gun, very telling. That's a massive frag from Showtime, but it's not enough. Ace, last man standing, round for Eunited.
I saw him winning that. Like, he knows the op is there. If he gets a fast second, if the second frag's really fast, the snap spray transfer comes and he wins, I think.
Since he already knows where to aim.
Yeah, that would have been really cool. And he's been playing quite well so far, but and it must feel awful right now for Luminosity, very demoralizing that they only have one round, considering again that they have been creating a lot of great opportunities and playing fairly well.
Yeah, by that same token, though, United have had pretty good setups. Like, everything they're doing is working as well. You know, it looks like Luminosity want to go boost every round. It's mollied every single time. There's another example of that. Oof. Dazzle getting shut down early, though. He's a very important player at A. And you got to think Luminosity are kind of low on utility. Did they need to change much? But another kill goes their way.
Smoke from mid. Necker sees the trajectory. He knows where the player is. Got to be careful though, because if that player was behind the white cube box, if he tries to jump up to make his way into the vents, then his head would reveal itself potentially on a plate. So he's got to be very careful about his timing there. He can throw a Molotov or something, or just go for the gamble. Still in mid for the time being. Meanwhile, Relics are starting to move through A main. He's looking for that info.
Oh yeah.
Never know if somebody's in squeaky though, so how quick will the rotation come here? And they start to spread into the B bomb site, or towards it at least. Dapper trying to hold things down. That's a very nice smoke from him. He can jump on the box as well, just as Rox did infamously one time. That leaves only Neckers and Cello remaining, and he's bought time for the rotation as well. Ace getting taken down though, and it's still down to Dapper to do more. Relics just around the corner. Neckers avoiding the flashbang, getting taken down from the back. Eunited just building round after round.
That was a clutch move from Dapper. You got to appreciate that smoke, and then the way that he used it to kill them running up headshot, because he could see their feet first. It was perfect, really. Stuck in a tough position. Made it work.
Wow. I did not really expect United to be as good as they are, honestly. If I'm completely honest.
Be honest then.
I'm completely honest, as opposed to partially dishonest or honest.
Okay.
Honesty is a spectrum, James.
Kind of.
That's an interesting comment.
Yeah.
Honesty is a spectrum.
Those shoes, don't you already have those shoes?
I do.
Those exact shoes.
I do.
Why do you?
I bought them twice because
Why?
they're running low on stock, and I'm like, I want to always have these shoes. So I bought them again.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You'll see them. You'll see them soon enough. Going to put them on, therefore I cannot be denied once again by producer. My feet will be visible, damn it.
You have more pairs of shoes than I have pairs of underwear and socks combined.
That's probably correct.
Okay, well, it's not going too well for Luminosity here. I think United are controlling their movement quite effectively, keeping them at arm's length at the ranges that will be much better for the rifles. Until there were only two. And now one.
That balaclava doesn't look comfortable. Have you ever worn a balaclava?
No, I haven't.
I have. It's not comfortable.
A balaclava?
Balaclava.
Baklava?
Baklava is an Algerian sweet, Mohan.
I knew it was a food.
Balaclava. You haven't worn a balaclava? Nice boy, Mohan. I see you've done your hair today.
Done
Moving
my
back
hair.
back towards Launder's money.
Not really. It's the same thing.
Ah, man. It was like...
You're in your own head about this. You're losing it, James.
I'm quite confused. I can't follow all these narratives. I keep up with James. Some of them are conflicting, some are not.
Quite you.
Don't know what's going on. Just trying to commentate some Counter-Strike. We got double offs on Eunited, which has been working quite effectively. Asu with one, and Moose the other.
I think he's waiting for that moment.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about it until Dan did that. He inspired me.
I do, honestly, like one of the best things ever is Korean commentary of StarCraft. It's just, they just say the same word over and over again, just incrementally louder and more
synchronous.
Yeah, it's synchronous, yeah. And they're all like singing and stuff, it's nuts. Well, Finally, a very delayed mid-take from Luminosity as they did start out the round very passively. We didn't see any aggression from Eunited, and Showtime also quite passive towards B storage. So Luminosity in that sense sort of throwing the gauntlet onto Eunited to say, hey, if you guys are going to do anything, we're going to be ready to receive that and deal with it. But they decided to do absolutely nothing. So now there's 30 seconds left, and Luminosity themselves have done nothing. And there's a good amount of utility remaining for United because of the lack of pressure. And so, oh, that late smoke towards A main.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you love to see on the CT side. And Luminosity are committed. They have to go in. There's no time.
Interesting rotation to mid from Dazzle. Maybe reading it was B, but he got caught out and left his teammate in isolation. I think if he stays on the site, we might see a different story here, but how was he to know? 3 versus 3 retake. Cello with 5 HP in this short position, and Relics is looking for him. There are a few skits on these players, and there it is. Finally, the spray down will land. Yeldo with the AWP. Dapper stops perfectly in the wrong place. Yell repositioning, the flashbang. Oh boy, now it's down to Yell. Showtime picked off in the meantime. Sentence is high enough to look right and left, and Yell will manage to clutch it. 3 kills at the end for him. Only a second round, though, for Luminosity.
The problem with the A main smoke, though, was that they threw it perfectly, but he didn't watch the come out, so it didn't provide any value because there was no one else on the site. If he had spotted it, or if for some reason United didn't think it was B, which I guess it was the extra kill that.
You mean didn't think it was A, or? Because Dazzle started running towards mid at 20 seconds, which would suggest they didn't think it was A.
Yeah.
But then if it didn't think it was A...
I said it weird, but I said if they didn't think it was B.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, then they could have... Maybe he would have been more aware of the run out.
Yeah, it did seem quite weird. They were out of position at the end there. Very strange.
Yeah, it doesn't seem worth the risk to just barrel off A at that point. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe something happened off camera that we didn't see.
Either way, Luminosity did get themselves their second round. Though it pales in comparison to the 10 that United have earned so far.
Wow, they just boosted with no smoke. So there's going to be no tell, too. Now they've gotten away with it. Nice pick. Dapper looked like he was only trying to show a shoulder.
Yellow has a great, like, I think last season as well, especially with the changes that when they added Nekis and Cello, like it really allowed them, I think, to be more aggressive. I think we saw Yell come into his own even more as well as an AWPer, an aggressive AWPer too. But Dazzle's position could spoil everything. If they don't check it, then that's a problem, but they do. There's not really any distraction to prevent them from doing so, and Nekis will find the entry easily. Ace trying to make a play, but he will be shut down. It was a good attempt, but it failed.
Well put.
It's very honest.
It just failed.
Nice try.
That was at the very end of the spectrum of honesty.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Okay.
Man like Caleb.
So why do you keep buying yellow trainers, James? Or sneakers? Why do they call it sneakers?
Because it's like, I guess because you walk quietly in them compared to like...
Yeah, but that's just sinister, isn't it? Isn't that like a horribly sinister connotation? Buy these amazing things that are used for sneaking. Not even running. Why are they called runners?
Depends on what you do at the end of the sneaking.
I mean, if I was trying to steal jewels, I wouldn't wear those shoes.
No. They're very loud, aren't they? In more than one way, I guess. So...
Well, no, just in one way. These
well, I think he's saying the color.
Yeah. I know, but it's not more than one way, it's just one way.
Well, he's saying...
Because they're sneakers, it's not the other way, it's just one way.
Well, he's saying they would be loud if you were to steal jewels. Like they'd squeak on the floors that are probably polished.
And they're bright yellow. So
in the museum.
Ooh, squeaking, I didn't think of that.
From a color perspective.
So the literal and then the yellow.
I don't know, I mean...
But you thought of the more nuanced one, so that's good.
It's debatable, the squeaking. I mean, it requires testing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess until we see someone get caught for wearing them. We won't know.
I'm not looking to commit crime, man.
I
don't know why you guys are profiling me like this.
No one was profiling you. I'm trying to get to the etymology of the term sneakers.
Why do you keep buying sneakers?
Where are you sneaking around to, James?
This is my last pair.
Wait, so your last pair of sneakers and your last keyboard?
Yeah. Well, the last keyboard's in the post probably next week.
So, I mean, the question on everyone's mind, James, what's next?
I don't think there's anything lost for James.
Well, I'm going to take his word for it, but...
There is only more.
Well,
Is there any more?
let's see if there's more for Eunited as they look to retake the A site. They've been completely smoked off, but the bomb hasn't gone down just yet. And, well, there is one more smoke on Nekes. If he re-smokes that one between the wall and the red box, then that might be a problem. As you can see, no, he's gone for the highway smoke instead. So that's going to be quite curious, especially if the flank gets a pick, because then that really compromises their position, holding down that position. But he's going towards Squeaky instead, so they'll have more time. But it's still a 5-on-5. The flank has failed. And now Dapper's looking to punish that player in connector. That won't work out either. 4-on-3 now, as they try to move plays around the forklift area. If you are quad, there's a really nice pop flash to allow your forklift player to peek, but it won't be required. Too much time on the has passed, and Moose will have to try and save his M4, chasing PKL, who will pre-fire. And that's a 4th round on the board for Luminosity.
Those last couple of kills probably weren't valuable, considering they could have had an off here on this round. And it's been a pretty nice comeback from Luminosity. It doesn't seem like too much has changed, except I guess they're staying alive a little bit longer before their executions. But finally, Eunited have not enough money for a full buy. Whoa.
Goodbye. See you later. It was
Nice.
lovely knowing you. Been sent to an early grave. That was, I love scout shots like that. It's so...
Satisfying.
Yeah, the scout headshots might be one of the most satisfying things, because you also like strafe out so fast because you move so quick with it. Just feels amazing. Going for another one.
Make it happen.
Esu. No, you can't. You can't do it. Or can he?
Or can he?
He's going again.
Oh!
Oh! He does it again.
Deliverables.
And again and again.
Oh, he knows. He feels it.
Come on, come on.
Oh!
He's making so much noise.
Is the bomb there in sight? Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me.
Surprise!
That's good.
It's like playing Outlast or something. So the jump scares.
Don't know what that means.
It's a horror game.
It's a horror game. It's a horror game, James. And it has a lot of jump scares. I'm referencing it because that was a jump scare. Quite literally, he jumped and Londis was scared. We've got Dapper and Moose trying to go for the retake here. Will not be easy. Dapper's in a nice position though. They do have Molotovs, smokes, flashbangs. They actually have a really good amount of utility. Let's see it be used. That's really nice there. Moose actually going for the 180, which seems to be a misread. I'm not sure exactly why
It's paranoid.
he suspected that, but he's got Nekes to worry about. Nekes, very clinical stuff from him towards the end. And somehow Luminosity actually salvaged this half. It was looking horrendous, but they salvaged it. They created some form of hope.
Oof. Ace is a monster. For Ace, every day is Halloween.
What are you saying? He's hideous?
He's a monster.
And nobody wants to look at him in the evening?
It's one interpretation, but I don't think that'd be the correct one.
Okay. Just checking, you know. Gotta keep my people honest.
High on the spectrum.
80% and above only.
On the spectrum?
Yeah.
Thinking emoji.
Spectral plane.
Smoke flash on Relics. And they will make their way 4-door. This is the classic. This is the classic
1, 2, 3, and 4.
4-door, like an
4-door.
SUV.
What I call in every UK PL Div 1 pug. Dazzle and Ace get 2 kills straight away. That's actually a really big problem here, that Luminosity were not able to play retake. They had 2 players on the site, and when you're being barreled down against 5 Glocks, that is very difficult, and they got nothing for it. So a 3-man retake with no kit on them, no smoke grenades or anything like that. Just are they gonna? What are they doing?
Man, I wouldn't save in this situation. It's very unlikely, obviously, but with 3 up, I mean, I've seen weirder things happen.
Yeah, I mean, pistol rounds, you just never know.
It's pistol rounds and it's A site, and there's not a lot. There's no utility for
like
United.
I want to see what stage 2 of this plan is.
You know, it's I guess a good.
Helmets.
I mean, look at the T side. They're gonna get 4 helmets
Uh-oh.
for $3
Oh!
each. Wow, he got bodied.
Okay.
Damn, he just got launched into space, but through the floor.
The upside down.
Yeah, the long way.
So you go, James. 2 helmets. Got a UMP in there. CZ in there.
You know what, guys?
Let's go.
Eunited have won 6 pistols in a row in ECS.
Really?
So they won all 4 pistols versus the Renegades.
Eunited seem pretty good. I honestly do like the 4-door a lot because if they do play the site, you crush them. But like, it's very rare that you see people actually playing the site. And if they are playing the site, they're going to be pushing main or something similar. So worked out quite well then. But even if it doesn't work out super well at the end of the round, you're very like getting the bomb down. I'm not going to say it's guaranteed, but it's very likely. It's a very good round to get the bomb down, which I think should be a very high priority on pistols. This is scary, man. This is very scary. We've got most of Luminosity towards the A side, and it looks like Eunited just want to explode onto it. There's one scout connection. Yell with the second, finishing off Dapper. And Eunited are struggling here as they're trying to go in. It's not going too smoothly.
Please. Down to Ace now. 50 HP for him, running out of bullets as well. He's forced to retreat. Probably would have won that duel otherwise, but needs must. Yell 9 HP. Neck is on 34. Ace, basically next bullet wins, almost. I mean, Ace needs more than one, unless he's really lucky. They are lining up for him though.
Oh no.
And
why have they done that?
there it is.
Why have they done that?
I can't believe they've done this.
Oh no.
Can't believe they've done this. Scout or the Seagull, either one would have just been one shot.
Because the real problem there is that they know exactly where he is. He cannot cross to A main or to door. Like, I mean, without them knowing. I mean, door maybe, but when what's he gonna do if he does that? So it just seems a bit.
I guess it's because they were so low health. They wanted to face together to try and combine their efforts. But I mean, in a way, you could argue that they did combine their efforts.
They did. They also made it. Yeah. The difficult part is they made it the easiest possible shot for Ace.
Yeah.
Because they were so close together.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's a world where he loses that because they hit him.
Yep. Definitely. Yeah.
But it was well played from Ace. It's cool zoning smoke that he used.
That's a pretty strong full-up anti-eco. So Eunited looking pretty happy at the moment. Luminosity not so happy. Much sadness, much desperation. AWP purchased on Yell. And
are those the total FACEIT points? Are those the amount that's been given away in total?
Total, yeah, since the beginning of the season.
Okay. You guys are so generous.
Just awesome brothers and sisters.
we should make the numbers bigger though. Everyone likes bigger numbers.
It's true.
Like
You want an increased font? Do you want Comic Sans as well, Dan?
James has won 500 billion FACEIT points.
Oh, okay. Just inflate it like Zimbabwean currency.
Yeah.
Or yen.
Well, here comes the push onto the B bomb site again. Showtime, it's his turn to abuse that smoke grenade, seeing their legs first, but it won't yield him so much. Flying rifles and guns, causing problems on the B bomb site. Is there a chance for the bomb to go down? Moose had no idea where he was getting shot from until it was too late. He turned to face his attacker, but all he saw was a roller shutter door, perhaps with a slight tinge of rust. Ace down to 1 HP, and done.
Ace is 21 for 8. Not bad.
And TNT.
Oh, sorry, what did he say?
NT.
Oh, he said NT is the thing Americans say.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of saying nice try, they say NT. NT.
I thought he said
NT.
AT&T, and I was like, what?
I thought he said AT&T.
Comcast. Verizon.
When I went to Esports Arena to play Emily's LAN, she was on my team. And NT, I actually won a clutch and she said NT to me. I was like, you had no faith in me, man. You thought I lost the round. I won the round. And then she got trolled for that for a while. Nice girl, though. Good people, good times. Someone wanted to buy me a bit. I said, you can get me a bottle of water. I'm not drinking a beer. So then he just like gave me a bottle of water. I was like, cheers, man.
No.
Yeah.
That's awful.
But I mean, like, you know, he wanted to chat and stuff. I was like, yeah, we can chat here, but I want to play deathmatch. But yeah, didn't really. I just got a free bottle of water instead. That was quite interesting. Anyway, both these teams on the bye. What can you do, man?
That sounds really quite an awkward situation.
I found it amusing.
But you like to revel in others' miseries, so that you've created. So.
Scum gang.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to. I'm a good guy.
I'm a good guy. Dash good guy.
Yeah. I'm a good guy. I just said I am, so that's the proof. Well then, 55 seconds on the clock at this point. And United are going for a late take of mid. It seems Cello and Co might be expecting that and maybe trying to defend a potential split, though Cello won't be successful in that regard. 40 seconds left now, and there's limited information for Luminosity. No eyes towards the mid position. It's a 2-1-1 setup at this point for Luminosity, so there is a read towards A. Maybe they can fight that, but no. Nekins walks straight into a flashbang, and there goes Yell as well. This is not really going very well for Luminosity. Round number 13 looks around the corner for Eunited.
Well, Luminosity indeed, quite the struggle. Eunited, I mean, I'm just so impressed by them, generally speaking. It's going to be really cool to see what they can do in the rest of the season. Again, it's a team where you look at it and you're like, well, I think I've heard of Relics before. You know, it's like I've seen Skylar before, that's it, really. The rest of the players are new faces to top tier CS, so really exciting.
Yeah, you'd have to basically be playing in Premier or watching low-level North American tournaments to have seen their names before.
And we've had similar teams, you know, here in the past, like Ghost Gaming, for example. I would say was comparable just because they were a lot of very new faces, which had a lot of talent, and they hadn't been to top tier CS just yet. But United are actually looking good, whereas Ghost weren't looking good at all when they joined ECS.
That's a good point. Yeah, they're having like a much stronger beginning to their first season.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Ghost did not win a single game in their first season.
Really?
Yeah. I'm
Which
sure.
season was it? Didn't they like beat SK on Cobblestone? No, that was Semphis' team.
Splice beat them on.
No, they took
Inferno.
SK to overtime on Cobblestone.
Yeah.
They did beat them on Inferno. Splice did.
Either way, it wasn't a great season for them. And the team clearly had a lot of issues and a lot of roster problems as well. And this is cool. We've seen the United field the same team twice, so that is promising. Alright, so Moose looking for something, but gets a whole lot of nothing so far. Lots of damage has been done to the Luminosity players. Still 5 alive, but not for too much longer, I would imagine, as the United players begin to decide exactly where their efforts should conclude. And I like this from Relics. He's found a blind spot to move on to the side. This could be very advantageous. Really nice first kill. The second one! Relics assassinating everyone on the A site. My god! 2 players left, and they've only got CZs. They will get traded out. What an effort there from Relics.
What a
That's
round.
nasty. Well, he decided he wanted to headshot everybody. Just absolutely body people, and that's exactly what he did. So that's a violent, vicious round from Relics.
The best thing about that is that Relics got info, and then he realized that the way, like he heard the jumping, and he sort of understood that one player is on the left side, and so he realized that he had a blind spot at that particular moment to move forwards, and then he was able to confirm both players' locations using sounds. And so then he made a play off of that. Probably didn't communicate any of it to his team because he was so dialed into the moment. And that's just game sense for you. That's picking up information, playing off of it. Really nice.
Flame carpet in the checkers area, but it's the HE grenade to finish off the job. Moose looking for a push from the A side, and he might get one. 2 players moving in now. They'll both be taken down. That leaves it as a 2 versus 4 situation for Luminosity, so it doesn't seem like they will do so well on the cash versus an Eunited who are looking fairly good.
Some of the Eunited players have pretty good mechanics, honestly, overall. Like,
yeah.
It's actually surprisingly good mechanics.
I think that's that's like the prerequisite for, all these teams. It's really the strategy and stuff. It's like, if you're not mechanically good enough, it's going to be difficult to get anywhere near pro, but sometimes you have a team like this that's got the mechanics, but then they've also got the discipline. They've got the different looks on T-side. I think one of their problems was on T-side versus the Renegades, if I'm not mistaken. A little bit of indecisiveness that resulted in a comeback. But I guess fortunately for them, they had such a good CT side. They also won both their pistols that it alleviated some of their problems if they did exist on cache, which we haven't seen.
Yeah, it's really exciting stuff to see more of United. Manhandling Luminosity there. What was that? 16-5, 16-6. Very decisive stuff, and we can't forget that Luminosity, they got 5 rounds on the T side towards the end of the first half, but they really did create a lot of great opportunities for themselves. I do not think the Luminosity were playing terribly. I think they had a lot going their way. Just United have just better, just a lot better here. So quite fun to see. What do we have coming up next?
Cobblers.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. So we've already seen United play quite well on Cobblestone too, and here we can see the statistics. Relics has been a big talking point, and we can see that he continues to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, 28 kills and almost 2,800 damage, so that's why he has 2 assists, because he's pretty much annihilating everybody he engages with. Really nice stuff from him. Will it continue through to Cobblestone? More difficult map to get frags on, but time will tell. Luminosity, no strangers to Cobblestone either, so perhaps we'll see a better performance from them. That is coming up after the break, so we will see you back here in just a few short minutes for Cobblestone.